Ladies and gentlemen, and now we are having the first keynote speech on how the state can foster innovation and sustainability in the financial sector. And I have the pleasure to announce Katarzyna Szwarc, the Finance Minister's Plenipotentiary for Capital Market Development.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Dzień dobry Państwu. Bardzo dziękuję za zaproszenie na
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having invited me.
Extend a special thank you to His Excellency, the Ambassador, for inviting me. It is lovely to meet you in person, and I look forward to our cooperation over the next couple of years. Bardzo się cieszę, że mogę tu być.
I am very happy to be here today with you. I'm going to tackle innovations and how our policy can support innovations. I am also going to tell you how countries like Poland can support innovation, and Switzerland is a huge source of inspiration to us. To say that digitalization and innovation are the basis for the development in every domain of our life is evident. But those innovative solutions, especially in the financial market, have led to a revolution in our life, and very often we are not even aware of it. I remember when in 2011 I graduated in London, and I received from my landlord a letter. There was also a check in this envelope. He was refunding me the deposits, and for a few years I already had an account, an online account that I opened without even leaving my home. And I must say that I was rather shocked by receiving a check, and it took me some time to get to know how I should cash the check to get my deposit back. The Polish banking sector is famous in Europe as very innovative. We were one of the first countries with e-banks. We also were fortunate in our misfortune, because at the time when in other states there were very, very heavy systems, we didn't have any commercial banks. After '89, very quickly we had to jump a few stages, and our banking system started to be more customer-oriented and company-oriented and company-friendly. So what worked is the rent for being behind in our banking development. We developed new, very modern banking payment solution, and we also have a sandbox solution. And thanks to this sandbox solution, there was a possibility for entities that would compete with each other, but also that would complete traditional banks. And thanks to such solutions, Poland managed to build a modern and sustainable payment system in our country. Polish Without Cash is one of the programs that was launched in 2017 by market participants and was supported strongly by the public administration, brought Poland to the top of the most innovative cashless payment markets, not only this being profitable to consumers, but also for the whole economy. And in Poland, we also have BLIK, a solution that allows you to pay using your phone. And this is the first choice that Poles make in e-commerce payments. This is not an overstatement. This is one of the drivers of the current and future sectors in the economy. The more I think about it, the more I believe that this refund of my deposit for my flat in Poland would have taken 30 seconds, and no letters would have been necessary to do this. The Polish banking system is also considered to be one of the safest in Europe. The innovative solutions that I mentioned were implemented and were developed very dynamically, although unlike other countries, we had very restrictive regulations. There was capital requirement and also outsourcing was regulated. This is something that we are discussing with the banking and the financial sector, with the companies, and we know very well that some people ask for the regulations to be made less stringent. But thanks to those very restrictive regulations, we can boast a very good banking system, a healthy one, and it doesn't hamper innovations. In the Ministry of Finance, we think that BLIK is a success story that we should be also having in other areas of the economy. So we are, for instance, giving tax relief for research, but also tax relief for robotization that allows companies to become more productive and to get more automated. We also have the IP box relief, which means that the intellectual rights income is treated in a more lenient way, or also a tax relief for their employees that make our companies more competitive, because it allows them to gather talents if they decide in a more easier way if they decide to pay their taxes in Poland. We also have programs that are meant at gaining specialists and experts to Polish companies in IT, among others. I don't know if you know, but we have very talented IT specialists from Belarus who not only have fled from the oppressive regime, but also they have found very interesting work opportunities, and they can build their life and their careers here. What is very important in the context of today's conference is that we want to have a sustainable financial system, and we want to give the conditions to companies and businessmen to invest in the transformation of our energy systems, the transformation in terms of climate protection. And people tell me, what, climate transformation in Poland? Poland is all about coal. Yes, exactly. We have a lot of challenges connected to the climate transformation and energy transformation. That is why in the Ministry of Finance we have to work even harder to create the proper conditions for this transformation, because the public sector in itself might not be able to bear the burden of this transformation. So we need private investors, especially since climate transformation is an opportunity and not only a challenge. It's an opportunity for our financial and capital market system. That is why this year in my ministry we are going to have a platform of sustainable finances. It is going to help us in preparing a roadmap for green finances in Poland. We want investors to support the fair transformation of Poland and the decarbonization of our energy sector. You were supposed to tackle innovation. What does this have to do with innovation, what I'm saying here? Well, a few years ago, the Ministry of Finance would see companies that come with one question. What tax relief systems do you have? How can we pay less in taxes? Let's make a deal so that we develop our business here, so that we have safety and security about what taxes will be. And do you have some tax incentives? Now the companies ask three questions. Apart from the taxes, they want, and you want, because a lot of those companies are present here, what you want to know from us, from the Ministry of Finance, apart from the fiscal part. You ask us how Poland might help you in educating skilled employees. How are we going to ensure clean energy from the grid so that your carbon footprint doesn't impact your global image? These are challenges that we are trying to react to. We know that the main driver for innovation are people, their needs, their businesses, and this is the motto that we follow. Thank you again for having invited me, and I wish you a very fruitful conference.